If you're over 60, this message could be one of the most important things you hear today. Doctors are raising red flags about 3 silent warning signs that many people ignore. Signs that could actually mean your body is entering its final stage. The scariest part? These symptoms are often so subtle that they go unnoticed until it's too late. But don't worry, if you catch them early, there's still time to take action and even reverse the damage. In this video, we're going to break down these 3 critical signs in a way that's easy to understand. And we'll also tell you exactly what you can do if you recognize any of them in yourself or a loved one. These insights could add years to your life or someone else's, so make sure you watch till the very end. You won't want to miss a single detail. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you never miss important health updates like this. And we'd love to hear from you. Have you or someone you know experienced strange symptoms lately? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. Your story could help someone else take the first step toward better health. Number 1. Sudden and unexplained weight loss. It might feel like a surprise blessing when you notice the numbers dropping on your scale without changing your diet or doing extra workouts. At first, you might even feel proud, thinking maybe you're just getting healthier without trying. But doctors warn that sudden, unexplained weight loss is rarely something to celebrate. It could be your body trying to tell you something serious, something that needs attention, not applause. Often this kind of weight loss sneaks up quietly. Maybe your clothes start to feel a little looser, or someone comments on how you've slimmed down. You shrug it off, maybe even enjoy the compliment. But behind that change, there could be muscle wasting away or organs not functioning as they should. When your body loses weight on its own, especially more than 5% of your total weight in a short time, it's often not fat disappearing. It's muscle, and sometimes much more. Doctors say weight loss like this can be linked to a range of hidden issues, from thyroid problems and digestive disorders to the early stages of serious conditions like diabetes or even cancer. What makes it dangerous is how quietly it happens. You might not feel sick at all. That's why people often ignore the signs, chalking it up to stress, aging, or maybe a fast metabolism. But the truth is, healthy weight loss doesn't happen without reason, and healthy bodies don't shed pounds for no reason at all. Even more concerning is that in some cases, this kind of unintentional weight loss can point to organs starting to shut down. When organs like the liver, kidneys, or even the heart begin to fail, your body begins using up energy wherever it can find it, including breaking down muscle and fat you need. It's your body trying to survive, not thrive. And the scariest part? You might not feel any pain until the damage is already well underway. So if you've been dropping weight without trying, don't just brush it off or assume it's a lucky break. It's worth checking in with a doctor, running some tests, and making sure your body isn't silently struggling. Weight loss can be a warning, a red flag waving in the background, quietly calling for help. And the sooner you listen, the better chance you have of catching something early and turning things around. Number 2, constant fatigue or weakness. Feeling tired all the time is something many older adults simply accept as a normal part of aging. They often say things like, "I guess I'm just getting old," when they can barely keep their eyes open during the day. But what if that constant exhaustion wasn't just age catching up with you? What if it was your body waving a red flag, begging you to pay attention before something more serious happens? Imagine waking up after a full night's sleep and still feeling like you haven't rested at all. You drag yourself through the day, needing more breaks, more naps, and more effort to do even simple things like making breakfast or going for a short walk. It doesn't go away with rest. It doesn't improve with a quieter schedule. This kind of deep, unshakable tiredness could be your heart struggling to pump blood properly, or your kidneys not filtering waste like they should. Sometimes it's your liver, working overtime and getting overwhelmed. What's frightening is how easily this kind of fatigue can be brushed off. It sneaks in slowly. One day you're just a little more tired than usual. Then weeks go by, and suddenly the things you used to do without thinking, gardening, shopping, chatting with friends, feel like climbing a mountain. Because it comes on gradually, many people don't notice how serious it's become until they are in a hospital room hearing about organ function issues that have been building up silently for months. Doctors often see patients who waited too long to mention their tiredness. By the time they bring it up, damage may have already taken place. That's why it's so important to treat fatigue like more than just a nuisance. It's a signal, one that deserves attention. The body doesn't complain like this without a reason, especially when sleep, diet, and routine are all in place. So if you or someone you love is dealing with this kind of unrelenting tiredness, don't shrug it off. Talk to a doctor. Get some tests. The sooner you understand what's going on inside your body, the better your chances of fixing it before it turns into something dangerous. Aging doesn't have to mean giving up your energy or your independence. Sometimes all it takes is listening a little more closely to what your body's really trying to say. Number 3, frequent confusion or memory lapses. Sometimes when someone starts forgetting things often, like names, directions, or how to follow a conversation, it's easy to assume it's just aging or maybe even the early signs of dementia. But the truth is, memory issues don't always mean a person is developing dementia. In fact, there are several other possible reasons the brain might not be working as clearly as it used to. The human brain is incredibly complex, and when something is off, it's often trying to tell us that something deeper is going on. One reason for sudden forgetfulness or confusion could be poor oxygen flow to the brain. Our brains need a constant supply of oxygen to stay sharp and alert. If something is disrupting that supply, even slightly, it can affect focus, memory, and mood. Conditions like sleep apnea, heart problems, or even shallow breathing habits can all limit how much oxygen reaches the brain. When this happens regularly, it might not just make you feel tired, but also foggy and disconnected. Another quiet culprit behind memory trouble is nutrient deficiency. The brain runs on nutrients just like the rest of the body. When it doesn't get what it needs, especially things like B vitamins, iron, or omega-3 fatty acids, it can struggle to keep up. A person might feel unusually forgetful, have trouble concentrating, or just not feel mentally present. The tricky part is that these deficiencies often sneak in gradually, and people chalk it up to stress or aging without realizing their body's actually missing something essential. Then there are silent strokes, tiny strokes that people don't even realize are happening. These small interruptions in blood flow can damage little parts of the brain without any major symptoms at first. But over time, their effects build up. Someone who once had a sharp memory or quick mind might begin to feel slower, more confused, or find themselves forgetting things they never used to. Because silent strokes don't come with dramatic warning signs, they often go unnoticed until the changes in thinking or behavior become too obvious to ignore. If you or someone close to you starts acting differently, maybe getting lost in familiar places, losing track of conversations, or struggling with simple tasks, it's not something to brush off. It might not be dementia, but it's definitely a sign that something's off and needs attention. The good news is that many of these causes can be treated or managed if caught early. So if things feel strange or off, trust that instinct and don't wait. Getting checked could make all the difference. Most people don't realize that their early signs of serious health issues can actually be turned around. It's not always a downhill journey. When your body starts giving you subtle clues, like fatigue, brain fog, or a change in how you feel day to day, it's often reaching out for help. These little shifts can be easy to brush off, but they're not random. They're signals. And the good news? They can often be reversed if you catch them in time. Doctors and health experts have seen remarkable changes in patients who took action early. With simple steps like staying properly hydrated, supporting the body with the right vitamins and minerals, and boosting blood flow through movement or therapy, many people start to feel better faster than they expected. It's not about a miracle cure. It's about listening and responding before the situation gets worse. Bodies are built to heal, but they need the right environment to do it. The turning point comes when you recognize these small warnings as meaningful. People often wait for something dramatic before they act. A collapse, a diagnosis, a sudden pain. But the truth is, the body rarely screams at first. It whispers. Maybe you're dragging through your mornings, or your memory feels a bit fuzzier than usual. These are the gentle nudges that something's off. If you notice and respond early, you're already ahead of the game. It's easy to think, I'm just tired, or I'll be fine tomorrow. We've all done it.